Red Devil 18 game. Hello everyone and welcome to another Red Devil 18 Battle Report. Today we are bringing you Game 3 of the FireStorm Force tournament. And it is my Ogre Kingdoms up against a second Empire army. So without further ado, let's jump right into deployment. My opponent's left flank sees a block of archers with 2 5-man archer detachments, a big block of halberdiers with 2 light wizards in there, sorry, 3 light wizards, a unit 4 demigriffs, a unit 3 company, and a arc lector on war wagon or war altar, followed up by 2 great cannons, a steam tank, and another unit 4 demigriffs. My left flank looks like this, with 2 saber tusks, my 2-man unit of Mournfang, my 4-man unit of Mournfang, my big block of iron guts, 4 ogre bulls, a saber tusk, and my 2 cannons went by there, hiding from his cannons. So Empire get the first turn, and not too much moving up. Most of it didn't want to march because it was in the woods and he didn't want to take any dangerous terrain. Same as on this flank. But shooting does see one of my Mournfang go down to a cannon. So on to Ogre's turn 1. I want to hit combat, so I'm moving up as quickly as possible. The 3 Mournfang are defending the obstacle in hope that if we get charged by the demigriffs, it's going to help us out and that we can survive a round and then counter-charge with the iron guts. Over here, again, we don't want to go into the marsh just yet, but both the iron blasters come out ready to start firing. And even with 2 iron blasters, both aiming at the same cannon, we only managed to get 2 wounds onto one of them, which absolutely sucks, but what can you do? So, Empire turn 2. The demigriffs do indeed charge the Mournfang, and they make it. And other than that, not too much movement, other than one of the 5-man archer units getting out of charge arc of my sabres, and the big block of archers are now in the building. And on this side, steam tanks lining up its own shots, and the demigriffs are moving up. And there goes one of my iron blasters, and that was taken out by the steam tank's gun. Again, I know it's not quite as long range as a real cannon, but you really should treat it as if it is a mobile cannon, because it still does all the same damage. Strength 10, d6 wounds. And during combat, all of my Mournfang are wiped out, even with the defending the wall, and he overruns to get out of the iron guts charge arc. So, on to Ogre's turn 2. We charge 1 saber tusk into the 5 archer detachment, and the other one goes straight into the building to face the big archers. During charges, I did try and charge the arc lector on war altar, but he opted to flee, so I just got a failed charge there. And the 4 bulls went into the marsh, so that if the steam tank comes at me, it's going to have to take dangerous terrain. And with the saber tusk, we just got in the way of the 4-man demigriffs as a redirector to stop that charge in a cistern. And during shooting, we do get to kill one of the cannons, which panics off the 4-man demigriffs, and they flee the board, which is amazing. And over here, yeah, both the saber tusks got wiped out. We did manage to kill one of the 5-man units, but didn't do any serious damage to the big one in the building. But still, every wound's 1 shot less that we're taking back. So on to Empire turn 3. The steam tank moves up. I think you're all quite low for his movement there, so we didn't manage to hit the iron guts. And the other demigriffs have reformed, ready to charge me in the side. Other than that, everything's just moving backwards to try and keep out of combat with the Gut Star. So Ogre's turn 3. And not wanting to get flank charged by those demis, I opt to reform and turn to face. Or just to keep the steam tank busy, I charge the 4-man unit into the side. So if it doesn't wipe him out, he can't then go barreling into the side of my iron guts. So hopefully we tie it up for a few turns. Onto Empire turn 4. And during his movement phase he does his grind attack and kills 2 ogres. But that's fine because it means we're still there and he can't charge the flank. Other than that, he's just moving his war altar to a bit of safety. And again, just backing up. His cannon does manage to do 4 wounds to my remaining Iron Blaster. There we go. And that's how the table's looking at the top of his turn. So onto Ogre's turn 4. And I charge at enemies, they opt to flee. So I redirect into the archers, and I think I failed it at this point, so I just stumble forward. But at least it's in the right direction. I do cast... Oh, that comet has been cast 4 turns now, and it still hasn't come down, so it's up to strength 5. So when that comes down, it better kill that cannon. Other than that, my Iron Blaster shoots at the Arc Lector, and we only do 1 wound to the Lector himself, but we do wipe out the War Wagon, which is good. So there he is on his Todd. Onto Empire turn 5. And the steam tank does manage to grind out the rest of the ogres, and the unit of 5 archers are getting in the way as a redirect of the iron guts, but the demigriffs do manage to rally. His magic phase sees the comet come down and wipe out the cannon, which is absolutely brilliant. I didn't really want that shooting my 1 wound Iron Blaster. So on to Ogre's turn 5. I had no other option really other than to charge the 5-man unit of archers to kill him and get him out of the way. So we reform after combat, and shooting does see me get 5 wounds through onto the steam tank using my 1 remaining Iron Blaster. Empire turn 6, and this is the point where it got really, really close and exciting, so I stopped taking photos. So forgive me for that. But what basically happened in his turn 6 is he moved 1 of his wizards out in the way of the big block of halberds and his other 2 wizards, just so I couldn't get there. But then come my turn 6, I activate the Hell Heart, which hits all 4 of his... I can't remember if it's 3 or 4, because I'm not sure if the Arc Lector does take 1 or not. But it hit all of his wizards, and he kept rolling the one where all friendly models I can channel take a strength 6 hit, which does actually kill the wizard he put out there as a sacrificial lamb to redirect the Iron Guts. So he died, meaning there's nothing in the Iron Guts away anymore. So my turn seen me charge and wipe out the big block of halberds with all of his characters in there. So boatload of points right in the very last turn there, which did manage to swing it to a 15-5 win for me. And again, there's another photo showing the overall end of the board. So yeah, I actually managed to win one. I got 15 points for that, which puts my running total up to 23. Our team total uncapped is 87, but with the cap we're up to 95. So we got a win. 1 out of 3. And 23 points out of a possible 60. So we're not doing too good, but we still got a win. Yay! Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much to my opponent Dan. Thank you for everyone at FireStorm Games for running the event. And again, I can't stress this enough. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!